I spend years building a Roman city in the heart of monster-infested Europe. Can I survive locals, mythical nightmares, and gods? Let's find out. And we have landed. As a reward for not obeying the Emperor, we've been sent to Europe, where barbarians, hydras, and demons roam the land. We are building the city or we're dying trying. I mean, I'm not, the people will be. Our first step is roads. Like any good city, we must have roads, and all roads lead to Rome, or in this case, Eternialis. Yes, I'm bad at naming things. We need to get some basic things down, like resources. Yeah, thank you for telling me we need some trees being cut. We need some stones being grabbed. We just need to make sure we have the resources to not die. And then we need the housing, of which I'm going to slowly start building. This is our basic city. And this is the map and life we're living in. As you can see, it's quite... we're in a bowl. We appear to be in a bowl full of death. There's a couple of ways in, over the death bowl, but otherwise we are trapped inside. We need food, we need people, we need wood. Let's get basic things down, like hunters' huts. And as you can see, most of this is pretty bad for us. We're going to start here and work our way towards it. We need to build gloriously, or we will literally die trying. Our first step is hospitalum. Hotels in the ancient concept was hospitality, divine right of the guest and a divine duty of the host. In the past, people were nice and gave you a place to sleep. Nowadays, we charge you for it. But we're going to get some hospitalums down and some other things called domus. My people will be sleeping, or at least not dead. And with that, we can actually have our people happy, maybe fed by deer or stags or whatever, and the first of the resources brought in. The beginning of our exiled city has begun. Now, one of the things we can do is get job priorities. I want all my people building buildings first before they start cutting down trees, because otherwise we have no houses and everyone's just got a lot of wood. So build first, people, and then maybe stone gather. Now, I'll be honest, we only have 10 people. That's not enough for a good city, but it's a start. We have hunting, of which apparently causes people can die, but we have 20 meat a month coming in. We have the very first house for 5 of our people, so half the city is now living somewhere, and the rest is coming along very nicely. But with great success comes great problems. We now need a wood archer tower. One of our people has to hold a bow in case the barbarians attack, because remember, this is Europe, so barbarians are everywhere. They don't understand the world like we Romans do. So let's start shooting them when they get too close. With my people now picking up bows, houses coming along greatly, and the enemy being closer than I'd like, we've got some basic farming. While eating meat is delicious, we need sustainable agriculture. My people need to eat as much as possible before they fight. So now we are prepared with our single random peasant in a tower with a bow. With extremely basic farming setup, we actually need to get more brickwork sorted. We have no bricks to make fancier houses. So we'll put down clay and brickworks. The more houses we have, the better the walls will be, because our current walls are not brick, they are wooden and weak, and we need to upgrade them. Also, very importantly, we don't have any walls, so anything will be an upgrade. But seriously, we need brick walls over wood. With the brickwork sorted out, more farming, and this is very important, a forest is sorted and some storage down here. We have all the basic ingredients of a city. All the building blocks of literal building blocks. For now, we'll get more people, get more defences, and slowly but surely figure out where the hell the enemy is and what the hell we're doing. And apparently the things I need to do will make my people happy. They need research and residence. They need a tavern. As a Brit, I'm very okay with that. And an academia. Let's get them drunk and then intelligent. Oh, enjoy! The first of the barbarians will be here in 9 months' time. 11 of them. It's not many, but it's a start. Now we have a couple of towers to fight against these enemies, and they will not take any of our land or people or our resources. All of them are mine, and I will not give them up without a fight. So let's keep building and hope they all die in the winter. It turns out one clay pit does 20 clay a month, and one brickwork uses 5 clay a month. So we're getting a lot more brickworks up. It's time to get huge amounts more expansion. Unfortunately, I need some of these trees to be destroyed so we can get more buildings down. It looks to me like the tavern makes a lot of people really happy really fast. Just like in real life, so we're going to build one just here, and hopefully the entirety of this area will stay happy. We're also putting parks around things to make people happy too, but obviously a tavern in the middle makes a lot more people happy, because, you know, drinking. And it's the end of year 0 and the pub is up. That's right, civilization needs a pub before a single year has passed. Maybe the Romans and the British weren't so different at all. Although I will say, hitting winter, the world has gone very grey and washed out. I'm not a big fan of winter. Give me the summer, or at least autumn. And just like that, spring is here in Martius after Februarius. I do love the olden months, but we're surviving. We got more and more. Why are you not working? You require monthly stone upkeep and wood upkeep. No one's giving you the resources, so you're in trouble. Yes, we actually need to upkeep all of our buildings and we're running out of upkeepers. Because apparently we only have one upkeeper. And now a problem. But we're building more and more things. More towers, more houses, and eventually we'll get a quarry down to get some stone. But we need to get the academia. Of which we've just got the academia. Let's build you right here. And with the academia build, we can start looking at research, of which we have stuff like large food storage and sheep farming. And apparently we don't have access to fishing, so what's the point of anything? I need my tuna. Apparently the goddess Venus has noticed us. When a god or goddess first discovers you, their favour will be high and you may receive a blessing. So we now need to keep the gods on our side. I've tried this once before in a different game, Citadelum. The gods burnt the entire city to the ground. Hopefully they like us more. But, you know, gods and me, we don't do well together. And with the teeny tiny barbarian horde finally here, most of this brand new wall I've been building is up. Some of the towers aren't there and the gate's gone and there are literal holes in the wall. But you get the rough idea, and hopefully the enemy gets rough arrows in their face holes. But luckily, they have health bars. What do you look like? Oh, you're very Viking-y. I guess the Vikings existed during these times. They probably did. They're going round. They're attacking the wall which just went up. Alright, we're killing them. They've set fire to my main stockpile. And broken some of my walls. And stolen some of my money, I've just noticed. But we have killed a lot of them. Apart from these two over here. And, oh no, the stockpile exploded. So we need a few more towers. Luckily we do have towers at the back to kill them as well. And we're slowly but surely expanding where the housing is. So we'll have even more archers on the towers for next time. As you know, the enemy will never strike twice in the same place. They'll probably come from the other directions. So it's time to truly set up a defensive position around the city. Is he not dead yet? Someone kill him. Over the course of summer, a new wall is being built over here. We're going to call it Hadrian's Wall, because I think no one else owns that yet. And we're going to build it and make sure no one attacks us. With Hadrian's Wall now active, we've done the best thing possible. We've kept the murderers inside the city. No longer can they escape, so instead they've killed people inside the city rather than join the barbarians. Good, good, my master plan has completed. What this does mean is I need a lot more stone to get some guard towers down. Need some town guards to actually patrol the city. So this research, in half a month give or take, is so crucial. So with this we can finally build the quarry, which is significantly bigger than I thought it would be. That's a problem, isn't it? With the quarry officially set up and no farms at all destroyed, ignore the gap, we are now prepared to have constant stone and wood. The basic building blocks along with the actual bricks are now flowing into the city, allowing us to build more towers, more houses and more life. Let's get the city centre up and running. As the town guard is getting built, great news, there is a massive comfort problem around the quarry, so no one can live near this. Now we could just ignore it to build quarries somewhere else, but this is our only supply of stone. So I'm going to build the rest of the city up north. Is this north? Up this way, regardless. Apparently, just before we got the town guard up, we've been robbed. So either we've paid the town guard early, or there's more thieves in our midst than I thought. Either way, we have town guard, and now people are dying of hunger. Oh, and Venus is bothered. Why? Why is Venus bothered? Where's Venus? With Venus bothered and my people starving, 3 more farms have been built. Not the best place, because housing's still going up. But we need food. I need to find out why Venus is angry. I figured out why Venus is angry. We kind of need to start building some temples. Without temples, they think we hate them. And when gods hate us, they kind of destroy everything. So we need food to feed our people, and research temples to stop Venus destroying our very soul. So the barbarian berserkers are attacking. Yes, it's berserkers. And you may have noticed we have new buildings. No, it's not a temple. My people are starving constantly, so I have some cabbage farms. It means Venus may try to kill us, just like the berserkers, but But at least our people won't starve to death. Or maybe they will. Maybe Venus will kill our food. Either way, barbarians and food. The walls and towers are officially done, so the enemy does in fact have to attack us. I wouldn't really say he's a very barbarian, he just their axes are bigger. They're actually wearing helmets. Oh, they have a lot more health. We may need to get some stone walls. Either way, the enemy is, dying. We're getting money for the kills by the looks of it. And we have held against yet another, no, never mind. Mostly held against yet another siege. And we're finally getting a lot of food. So since it has a health effect, requires bricks to sustain it, and we're getting 33 cabbages a month. Once we get our food sorted out, we can start researching better things and not die. The greatest things ever. But we need better walls, better defences, more people, and a lot more food. And also, considering things need upkeep, probably a lot more brick makers. But ignoring that, we're going to get a large storage, because we need to get some more storage going on. And we're going to start building up a very large industrial section over here, inside the gate, because the outside is very nice and green, and I think that's where our farmland will expand to. Now, while going about, we can talk a little bit more about things. The actual main combat of infantry versus infantry isn't fully there. That's the future. You may have seen a few things are not there. That's also the future. While we're trying to build a future for ourselves, the game itself is still in the early access stage. So what you see is what you currently get, but there is a lot more hopefully to come. Either way, let's get the research done. Oh, great news! The second goddess is noticed as Ceres. They are the goddess of agriculture, which means they will probably do drought and blight on our crops. The gods don't like us. You see this one? Currently, Venus is making sure immunity's failing. They all hate us. Oh, look at that. We're officially a municipium. 100 people now live inside my hamlet. I want it to be a city, but 100 is good. The Emperor is proud of us, and we've not yet died. Some people have from barbarians and food loss, but they're a risk I'm personally willing to take. But over at the new wall, we have some brickworks going down and a brand new storage, the warehouse. No longer will our resources just be on a pile on the floor. Now they're indoors, nice and comfy. Oh, and a new army's attacking. From this side, where our walls aren't the strongest. Great! A lot more towers are going up. People are starving. Again, so more farmland's going up. And people are apparently being turned away because we don't have enough houses. So food, defences and housing are currently our problem. And here comes our newest and best friends, barbarians and berserkers. Looks like most of them are heading towards the main defensive corner. And a small group of 5... Oh wait, they're changing their mind. I'm going to die over here. We can't put any farmland over here. This area's rubbish. This will be our... Oh my god, our new farmland instead. We'll use the bodies of our enemies to give us fertiliser for our fields. Also, we need to rebuild a few things because the enemy is stabbing them to death. Luckily, some of them are dying. We're going to... Oh, not enough for dying. We're going to have to upgrade some of our towers, I think. Everything's on fire. So, yeah, now we've mostly... Why aren't you shooting him? Hit the targets. So the enemies are, oh my god, dying. But so are some of my civilians. But we've held most of the wall once more. I mean, bits of it are gone. And so are some of my people. But we survived. Give or take. Okay, definitely once we get enough food, we're going to start upgrading our defences. Because that was painful. That was very painful. So at the end of year 3, technically we've been here about 4 years because of year 0. We are completely out of food. And without food, we can't research. And without research, we can't build better defences. So I need to get this farming sorted or everyone's going to die in the next few attacks. The world is kind of looking bleak right now, I'll be honest. Great news, half the city's now on fire because the gods are angry with us. I don't have... Oh god, I don't have much food, but the farms are exploding. So I need to get some temples up and running. Because otherwise the gods are going to keep blowing up the city. So we're going to get small temples next. I didn't want to because defences are important, but as you've seen, the gods don't care. The city has massively expanded. We have a forum now. My people can tell me their problems and I personally will ignore them. We have more housing. We have all the farming land over here, as you can see. Everyone's now on the cabbage plus diet because that's literally all we have. There's a large stone mine quarrying outside, so we have more stone. It's finally going up. We have loads of food, that's finally going up. Again, it's just cabbages. And our defences are slowly but surely being upgraded. The enemy's attacking with 50 odd people, And we finally have access to a huge amount of temples. We can't afford them because we need a lot more stone, but we can finally start making my people like me and the gods like me. So everyone likes me apart from the barbarians, but we'll make them dead. But that's sorted and the world in a better place, kind of. We are fortifying, preparing and upgrading. If I can get some of these walls to be better, like stone, I'd be much happier. But for that to happen, as you can see, it's a little bit expensive. It's hard to use gold. But I am going to see if we can get stone towers just after we get ourselves sharp stone arrows. Let's make our things significantly more powerful and shoot them with sharp stone arrows? Are we just using blunt ones? Are we blunting them to death? It explains why it takes them a while. But either way, the Romans will stop using rocks and actually use arrows. I've also begun to realise the area I can fight and die in isn't as big as I thought it was. This area here might be possible, but mostly the enemy is spawning there, which means this entire land is dangerous at best. We have a bit more to expand in, but the world is significantly smaller. We have 120 people, so we may be able to push getting, say, a large village, but I think a mega city of our dreams is a very, very far reach. But either way, I'm going to carry on with this. We're going to carry on, survive a few more years, and not die. Because, you know, that's what Romans do, not die until eventually we see, maybe hopefully, some kind of horrifying monster. Humans wearing helmets isn't a horrifying monster. Give me hydras, give me dragons. I saw them in the trailer, and I really want to see them in battle. Where the hell are they? Also, woo! Sharp stone arrows. It means extra wood and stone upgrade, but we've finally done it. Yay! Oh, it also did a nice thing. We're now doing 2 damage a shot. Still takes a long time to kill the enemy, and now we need even more stone, but we're now more prepared than ever, because we finally sharpened our bloody arrows. And here they come. Here come the crazies. I'd definitely like to see troops on the wall, but not the enemy troops. So do what we can. Keep on clearing. We'll get this stone area out here as well. Are we doing more damage? We are doing more damage. There are so many of them. Yeah, the 2 damage a shot is definitely helping, although we have way too many of them. But because they are doing 2 damage a shot, the regular guys are dying faster. The barbarians are incompetently useless. The berserkers, however, they're going through my defences like cheese. Okay, we've killed most of them. Let's see, did we kill all of them? There's a few inside my base burning houses. But we did kill everything but those 2. Wait, I'm still hearing shots. But those 3. Good! We've survived another year and another barbarian assault. But with that, it's time to get some brick archer towers. We need to keep on upgrading, building and upgrading. We need more houses, this is why there's more of this. And I'm not a big fan of why it doesn't look green during winter. So we need to make the place look prettier as well as larger. One good thing we have, however, learnt is they will not touch our farms. Even the enemy won't eat cabbages, so this is some kind of cruel and unusual torture. Because I wouldn't eat cabbage, my god, no one should eat cabbage ever. But my people have to, or they starve, so you know, someone has to do it. With all the raiders finally destroyed, the farmland is being massively expanded. We have a large food storage, new walls are going to be built over here, farmland is being built over here, and housing is being expanded over there. I'd like to have more defences, like the barracks, but I'm not entirely sure we have a barracks. So with that not in any way, shape or form ready for us, we're going to prepare full-on heavy defences. More walls, more towers, more death to the enemy. And with that we should be mostly secure. We are 6 years since we started, because year 0, who cares about that? And we're still, slowly but surely, building up. One thing I am, however, thinking is we probably should have something which isn't, you know, cabbages to eat. We have too many cabbages to eat. And I'm thinking we should research something which is, you know, not cabbages to eat. So with that, we're going for sheep farming. Delete that. So with that said, we're going for sheep farming. Let's get a bit of mutton on the table. Apparently, Flanus died working the clay pit. I don't know why we care about them, because we're getting so many people, Flanus is replaced immediately by his children. But people keep dying in the clay pit, and hunting, and occasionally cutting down trees. We may need to invoke some kind of health and safety, because I kind of like having people alive and paying taxes. Speaking of, we need to invent taxes. Oh, joy! Instead of taxes, we now have a baby Hydra. The best defense was probably a ballista or a Scorpio, of which we don't have. But there's now Hydras attacking the walls, from over there. You may notice my farms are over there. We may lose the entirety of the farmland to a baby Hydra. With a massive attack on the way, I've decided to expand the farmland, build another wall over here, and I've destroyed everything over here and put more housing down. If people are going to die, I'm going to have a lot more ready for future. We need as many people as we possibly can. More walls. We are now going for brick archer towers, because it says here wooden towers are very vulnerable to fire, and Hydras breathe fire. So most of our walls and towers are probably going to disappear very soon. And while we wait for a mythical creature to destroy us, I'm going to start building a few temples to the gods. It can't help if we have a bit of godliness on our side. I'm not expecting them to like us, just stop trying to kill us. And maybe they will like us, maybe they'll send some kind of protection. I doubt it, but you never know. And look at that, the god Mars has noticed us. They are very up on military stuff, so they have noticed us. If we get them to like us, maybe we can survive. Oh no, Ceres is enraged, and Venus is furious, that's a problem. But Mars might be on our side for a siege. The gods are not happy with me ignoring them. All of my farms on fire. Thank you, Ceres. So Ceres has crop blighted us and then burnt the fields to the ground. We're kind of having problems with fertility. Luckily, the god of war is on our side. Faster fire rate, but yeah, farms are... Oh, come on! We're having other issues. Great news. We're about to see... Oh my god, that's a baby Hydra? We're being attacked by that, and apparently that is a baby Hydra. Will our walls hold? Probably not. It's going for the wooden ones rather than the stone ones I'm still building over here. That is genuinely huge. That's the baby one. Oh, wow. And that is a health bar and a... oh, my God. And a half. Luckily, it is... Oh, burning everything to the ground. Has anyone died yet? No. And it has wiped out the quarry. No, not no. That's the most expensive building I have. Stop it. I will say the fire rate on these buildings is absolutely great. What isn't great is the range of these buildings. I'd really like if they fired a lot better. So we're trying to get as much upgrades as we can, because it appears to be going towards the towers I was talking about, the good ones, which, you know, aren't built. Great news, it's now behind one wall and attacking another one. We might be able to bring it down, but we are having a few issues, I'd like to say. The big one being it is ignoring everything and destroying everything. It has just gone below half health, which is good because the wall's down, the gate's down, that building's down, which is important, that building's down, which is also important, and it appears to be running rampant inside my city. It is eating all of my... No! It is burning all of my important buildings. It's just wandering around. Stop it. Come on, is it dead yet? And there we go. It is dead. We've gained 2 happiness for murdering that, and we are completely out of resources because it's destroyed literally everything, and then faded into the ground so I don't even get any resources out of it. Thanks, Myth. I hate you. We have just officially hit 200 people and become an herbs. The only herbs I know is The Sims the Herbs, and that was not a good game. But either way, we now have 203 people living here, and we don't have that much stone. I'm still rebuilding chunks of my city. And the more stone we need, the less stone we have. So hopefully nothing attacks us very soon, because rebuilding is going to take quite a while. One of the gods is now happy. Ceres actually said our bounty is great. Venus is furious, and Jupiter is trying to flood us. So we're not doing the best, but we are doing better than before. Or those 2 gods still want us dead. Oh, and Venus is enraged and gives us an injury malediction. Apparently, if you get a cut, there's a higher chance of dying from it now. Great. Oh, and there's a plague now. So even though we have issues with people being injured, we have a plague. There's nothing we can do about the plague. I had to destroy my academy just to get more buildings down. So we have no way of researching a way of stopping this. We're doomed. We're all bloody doomed. Good news, people are recovering from the plague. It is now absolutely everywhere. It's been about a day or so. It's not looking good. Outside of that, the city is still growing. We do have access to sheep farms if we had more money, but we have too many thieves who keep stealing all our money. We still can't research anything because we're too... Quick, pause. We can now research things, we're no longer too poor. So good news, research is back on the menu. Great news, now that we have research, rioting has happened. You teach the people to learn anything, and what they learn, what you've taught them, is how to rebel against your rule. maybe we'll keep them stupid, because 12 people have now died fighting against us, and Jupiter is very bothered by that. Also, great news, a new baby Hydra in 5 months. They really don't like us. Even greater news, this tower is destined to be... Delete that. Even greater news, you hear that noise? That's me deleting this tower. You may notice the plague has killed 37 people. Cool. You may notice the tower is still standing. These towers, which are now in the way, cannot be deleted by any means other than God. And God does not like us. So we just have 2 random towers I cannot get rid of. But on the bright side, the defensive wall behind them is mostly complete. It's still mostly made of wood, but it is a defensive wall nonetheless. Hopefully it'll stop any Hydras getting past. I think it's a little bit late, but I'm currently looking at the Scorpion. Now we need money to get the Scorpion, and most of mine has been stolen. So we're going to have to introduce something like taxes. So I've introduced taxes. However, those taxes are probably on the too little too late phase, because we have 1 month before another Hydra attacks. We're very low on stone and wood, and we're still rebuilding a lot of buildings. In fact, the stone is such a problem. I'm looking around and most of the stone appears to be where the enemy is coming from, which is, as you can imagine, a bit of a problem. And there we have it, yet another baby Hydra rushing our walls. Can we kill it faster than the last one? My money's on no, but luckily we don't have any money. I have 30 gold pieces stolen from barbarians, no idea where they got that, and it is currently eating the entirety of my stone. Remember, oh my god, it's setting fire to my walls. Remember, I need stone for upkeep, including like some of these walls. They require upkeep of stone. It is already inside my base. It is eating the tower. Luckily, it's slower than last time, but you know, with the stone areas down, I can't repair anything, because this tower will require stone. Where are you going? Hopefully, that dies, but this gives you a rough idea of what we're up against. I've been here about 7 years now, fighting these things, killing many of them. There goes the entirety of my brick making, didn't need that. There goes all my food storage, didn't need that either. And it looks to me like it's trying to set fire to the fields. Oh, and also their housing. Aren't you a ballsy one today? Well, either way, that's what we're up against. Horrifying creatures who just need to be shot. Now, we get a bit of happiness for killing it. Personally, I'd like food. Oh, I actually did say food. Was that food? I think it actually gave us food and cloth. Not sure where the cloth came from, but I will take the food. So we are technically eating it. But yeah, we have a lot of buildings to replace, and we currently need more wood. And apparently stone too. We're poor across the board. Great. I guess that concludes year 6, technically year 7. A large-scale attack of a large creature which ate my walls, but luckily we are slowly rebuilding. We even have another quarry being built all the way out here inside the Deathlands. The Deathlands, of course, have lots of creatures and barbarians. The walls are semi-complete. Can I destroy you yet? Nope, you just carry on staying existing and keep on fighting for me. But the city is, as you can see, doing well. We have a second temple. We have plenty of houses. It looks a lot better with red roofs rather than these white roofs. And we have a lot less dead people in the city centre. A few slightly torched houses, but a lot less dead people. But this was a several-year look and survival at Roman triumph. One of those survival city builders you've heard so much about. We've built the walls, we've built the city. I'd like to build the army, but that's not in yet. I will link you the description down below where to find this game. It's either releasing into early access or a demo, not too sure. But I have been the fallen Shogun. We have survived for longer on the front lines of Europe. A horrifying place full of Europeans. Take care, be awesome, be epic, and I'll be seeing you soon. We will always survive and thrive on the front lines.